Yo, before I begin this video, I first like to apologize for the noise in the background. It is raining cats and dogs where I'm at. And plus, I'm at the drive-thru. I'm at Chick-fil-A. I'm going to try to get me a breakfast chicken sandwich and before I start the day being proactive and productive. But even unless I'm the best, and I got another video concerning the LA Lakers. Now, there is a report, and Woj has been at ESPN been reporting this as well, of the possibility of the Lakers trading Dennis Schroder, you know, tomato. Anywho, he's in trade talks, and the name I keep hearing, as well as everyone else out here in these NBA streets, is Kyle Lowry, possibly going to the LA Lakers. Now, Kyle is also in talks with joining the Miami Heat. All right. So those are two destinations. Oh, and Philadelphia 76ers. Those are three destinations that his name is being popped up. Now, if you watched my video a couple of weeks ago, and if you've been a follower to this channel, I've been dead on this topic about the additions the Lakers had in NBA free agency. And everyone considered them additions, but they're really subtractions. People were not focusing on the subtractions. Dwight Howard, Rondo, they let go of a lot of veteran, experienced players for more younger, maybe, rough around the edges and not good experience-wise. They settled for those players like Dennis, as well as Montrezl Harrell. And a lot of people were talking about how at the end of NBA free agency, the Lakers won by far. And I was not for that, Rolf. I wasn't for that mess. I thought they did all right. But to me, I would have kept what I had, okay, and build on top of it. But there's trade talks and trade possibilities of Dennis being let go by the Los Angeles Lakers, as well as Montrezl Harrell. Now, a lot of people want to go into the argument of, well, they don't have a choice because LeBron James went down and AD has been down since Valentine's Day. And they're talking about it's going to be a while for those two players, their marquee players, to get back into the roster. I'm here to tell you guys, when you're in trade talks, these trade talks, when you're in trade talks with other teams, it takes weeks, possibly months, before you can hammer out some type of agreement of, what you're going to give up in return for a player, all right, or players. And you also have to bid with other teams. If you're trading for another team, that team probably is intrigued of what other teams are going to offer for this player or for this draft pick. And I'm here to tell you guys, the Lakers are not happy with Dennis Schroder as well as Montrezl Harrell. They're not the marquee as advertised. All right. They're having buyer remorse with both of these players. I remember when they got Dennis was talking about, he was making a lot of noise talking about he wants to be the starting point guard. At that time, LeBron James had that position last year, all right? And Montrezl Harrell talking about, the reason why he chose the Lakers is to get revenge on the Clippers, to show the Clippers that they missed out on their opportunities as far as securing the bag with Montrezl Harrell, letting him go, and he was going to let them pay the ultimate price. All right. I felt like the Lakers, and I apologize for the noise in the background. That was a little rain. I feel like the Lakers were caught up in the hype. They believed the hype, And after a couple of games with these players, they found out that these players, let's start off with Dennis. He's going to always give you a double-double. He's going to give you in between 18 to 25 points average. Okay, he's going to give you 7 to 8 assists. He may give you a few rebounds, but that's all Dennis is going to give you. Okay, he's athletic. He plays the one, but in his mindset, he plays like a 2. And hold on one second, guys. Hold on.
Hi, Chris.
Hey.
Okay, so you got 3 beverages, and that's going to be $17.21.
All righty. Ready? Hold on one second. We're almost done. Talk about Dennis here for a few seconds. If I get done with the video, I'll tell you where to fast forward to. I apologize. You have a good day, ma'am.
You too.
Alrighty, take care. All right, I apologize for that, guys. So let's start off with Dennis the Menace. All right. So Dennis, yeah, you get athleticism, you get points. And he can push the ball around the court. A high-tempo type of guy. But other than that, that's all you're going to get from him. There's a reason why he bounced around the league. Okay? There's a reason why, he's okay, but he's not the key cog what you need when you're trying to run a system. All right? So, you're going to get that from him. But, however, his perimeter game is okay, but his three-point game is suspect. I believe it's in the low 30s. All right, so you get what you get out of Dennis. All right, nothing more, nothing less. He's not going to evolve into something better. This is what you're going to get out of him. Okay, if anything, he's probably going to, when he gets older, he's going to degress. Okay, he's not going to be any better of a player than what you got right now. Now let's talk about Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell is your 4, but he's undersized. To be truthful with you, LeBron James can play the 4 if need be. Anthony Davis definitely wants to play the 4, but has no problem. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has issues. He doesn't like wanting to play center, but you can always get. There's plenty of centers on the street that you can get to play the 5. All right, so that's not even an issue with them. All right, now he's undersized. He can't stay in front of his man. Defensive wise, he's not great on the perimeter. He's terrible, awful at the 3-point line. And yes, he's athletic. He's around the basket. He grabs for loose balls. But other than that, that's all you're going to get out of Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell is not going to evolve into a better player. What you see is what you get. All right. And that's my problem with the acquisitions the Lakers had in the offseason. I kept telling people, and everybody kept saying in the comment section, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you just wait and see. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. You had Shannon Sharp, cheerleading with his pom-poms. Oh, man, they got Montrezl Harrell. They stole him away from the Clippers. But in actuality, the Clippers did not want him, all right? There's a reason why. They could have signed him to the bird rights and sign him to whatever type of ridiculous money they wanted to give him. But that's like rewarding somebody that's not getting any better, okay? That's not going into the lab, the things that he's weak at, taking accountability for himself and say, you know what? I'm terrible in some areas, but if I work on these areas, I can be, I can help the team out. I won't be a liability to the team. And he simply hasn't. With his time with the Clippers, he didn't get better, all right? He was always the same, all right? And now with his short time with the Lakers, he hasn't gotten better, okay? If anything, he's gotten worse. And he's a malcontent, all right? He's preaching to the Lakers, when they played the game a couple of nights ago. He's preaching to the choir, talking about they should play better defense. And dude, you're terrible on defense, all right? You're terrible. You're horrible on the defense. You can't even stay in front of a dump truck, all right? You're horrible at defense, but yet you want to critique everybody else's defense, okay? But that's neither here nor there. So the Lakers are looking at, look, we have some pieces that maybe other teams may want, and if they trade Dennis or Montrezl Harrell, a possibility package them both to get a Kyle Lowry, that'll be great if you can if the Toronto Raptors want to explore a trade like that, all right? Or you can wait until the buyout when Andre Drummond gets bought out. Yeah, you can also negotiate to see if you can get him with the Lakers, but there's going to be other playoff teams that's going to want his services, and he already done mentioned that he would love to play for Brooklyn, all right? You can always get Whiteside. He's going to get bought out as well, but I just not a big fan of him. And to me, to be perfectly honest, he's not the best big man. He's not even top 10 big man. So whatever you get out of him is whatever you're going to get out of him, okay? But there's a reason why these players are getting bought out from the team that they're currently on. They're just simply not good, okay? They're just simply not good. So he'll contribute, but to what type of value for the Lakers, all right? And is it satisfying for the Lakers? I don't know, all right? But the Lakers have been scrambling ever since LeBron went down. And I'll be honest with you guys, like I said earlier in this video, I felt like they always was trying to trade Montrezl Harrell and Dennis, because Dennis is talking about he wants $100 million contract. I don't think he's worth $100 million, but the market dictates your value, all right? And if your peers are getting that type of money, then you're getting that type of money, all right? But is he worth that type of money? To me personally, no. If you can get him at a bargain, fine and dandy, but it is what it is. So it's going to be interesting to see what actually goes down. Normally, on when the trade deadline has come and gone, you don't really get any type of major superstar trading from one team to the other. All right, you may get some pieces here and there that can help. If you already establish a position in the playoffs, those teams might explore and kick the tires around for a trade. But to be perfectly honest with you guys, the Lakers has been scrambling to make this roster better, and they clearly see the errors of their ways. Okay, by letting Dwight Howard go, by letting Rondo go, and JaVale McGee go. When you let these players go and you replace these players, and these players got experience, okay? They got playoff experience, okay? And they're productive. They don't mind coming off the bench, all right? And I think Dennis, from day one when they got him from a trade, he was already pushing against the ideal of him coming off the bench. I believe Montrezl Harrell wants to be in the starting lineup, okay? But he does not have the skills to be in the starting lineup, all right? And, he's undersized and he's not productive in other areas, all right? He can float around the basket. I'm not saying, no disrespect to either of these players, but if you have championship aspirations, if you are the favorite, if you have two of the best superstars when you rank them 1 through 5, you shouldn't those superstars shouldn't be depending on a Dennis Schroder or a Montrezl Harris. All right, I'm just look, I know it's gonna hurt a lot of people, it's gonna ruffle a lot of people's feathers, but Rob Pelinka had to do his magic, and this is the price you pay when you win the title. You don't get you don't, first of all, you don't get enough cap flexibility, and two, other teams get better. Other teams simply get better than you. That's why it's hard to repeat. All right. Look, I feel like the Lakers are going to desperately seeking Susan, press hard on trades before the trade deadline. And I also feel like they're going to be the leaders of the pack when it comes to players getting balled out. All right. I felt like, Blake Griffin would have been a decent addition for the Lakers. And then if you have him there, okay, then you'll say to yourself, okay, now let's start moving Montrezl Harrell. All right. Let's see if we can get a couple more pieces for his services. All right. But they've been exploring this possibility ever, and I feel like the Lakers got Rob Pelinka and the Lakers organization, Jeannie Buss. I feel like they got a little buyer's remorse on the acquisitions in NBA free agency, where everybody said the Lakers won by just those two additions alone. And I think they got a little buyer's remorse. Hey, it is what it is. All right. So, it's your boy, the host with the most. I don't brag or boast. I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Be sure to check out my other videos. I think I posted like 3 videos in the past couple of weeks. Damn, that is good for this channel. I mean, damn, I almost got 5 videos up and running just this week alone. And you know how I unload content on this channel, but the T is what the T is. I'm up out of here. I may do another video. I'm not 100% sure. But I'll holler at you guys later. Deuces.